It has never been more important to move through the world intuitively and to not listen to the opinions of anybody around anything. You know, we live in a society that is shifting towards a dynamic in which you have to have time. You have to have time freedom, and you have to have the time to think and invent and create, and you have to have the time to learn and level up your mind, expand your consciousness, become self-realized, learn new skill sets. That is the new wealth. And if you don't have time, if you don't have time freedom, I want to encourage you to try to create time freedom for yourself, because time is our most precious asset. It's a gift from the divine. Our life is a gift. That's why, like, we should never waste it, being depressed or feeling low, feeling down, because there's really there's no point to that unless you're actively learning from your pain. And I'm saying this with so much love, right? Because I've been in lots of cycles that even repeated, and I have been even stuck in places of my life. And, I've been through parts of my life where I had to learn the same lesson over and over again. And so that took a lot of time. And honestly, time is our most precious asset. So I want to encourage you to not spend any time judging yourself or another person. I want to encourage you to not spend any time thinking negatively about yourself or the world or others. I want you to spend no time worrying, which is just manifesting more of a problem for yourself. Time is our ability to manifest, time is our ability to create. And we can manifest, guys, the best stuff for ourselves, the highest stuff for ourselves. And I didn't believe this until it happened to me, and until I got to a point where I was vibrating so high that things happened in my life that I thought were impossible. Like, I fell in love with amazing people. I learned, like, so many new things. I have this channel, I'm coaching now and things like that. I have multiple businesses, and I didn't get here overnight, obviously, but and it took time, it took dedication, it took focus, it took direction, and I'm still obviously learning, and I'm, nowhere close to where I want to be, or well, that's not true because I'm happy where I'm at, but at the same time, there's still so much to go. I'm always going to be a student of my life and of everything that there is to learn within it. That's so intoxicatingly exciting. However, and I'm grateful for where I am. However, um, I can attest to you that manifestation is real. I didn't think that any of the beautiful experiences that I've experienced even existed, and so I want to encourage you to keep a high vibe as much as possible. This is what my mentor, Abraham Hicks, talks about. She says it is the most important thing to make feeling good a priority. You have to care about yourself and love yourself so much that you focus on feeling good 100% of the time. And that's not easy because we live in a society that has conditioned us to put other people's needs first, fit in and to not be different. And you know, eh, you know, uh, if you want to be different, that's wrong. That's shameful. I don't believe in shame. I don't believe in shame. I believe in learning from life, and I believe in absolutely not harming yourself or others whatsoever. But I don't believe in shame. I believe in developing a strong moral compass so that you don't have to feel shame or guilt or any of those, you know, low emotions that sit at the lowest level of frequency on the frequency scale. So, when it comes to protecting your vibration and feeling as good as possible, that should be the norm. But again, in society, we're programmed from a very young age as kids to be indoctrinated, so such that we don't like think for ourselves. We don't think for ourselves, so we are taught how to not self-analyze or self-actualize or be self-aware. We're taught not how to understand oneself. So um our definition of work or money or God is all like given to us by other people. This is what conditioning is. This is a problem. So seek to decondition yourself as much as possible, constantly, 24/7, all the time, from everything. And understand that God is found within, and no one can come and tell you who you are. You have to discover that for yourself. But oh, once you do, it'll be like tapping into a gold mine. You will find self love and confidence and creativity like you've never experienced before. And it'll be emanating off of you, like your radiance, your joy, your self-awareness, and your confidence, it'll be emanating from you. And people will ask you, how do you have the audacity? You know what I mean? And you tell them that I created the audacity. You can also create your own audacity. You know what I mean? And it's possible for everybody to set themselves free in this way. It does take deconditioning oneself from the outer environment. It does take healing from things that may have happened to you, maybe healing from trauma points that you have. Pay attention to that. But yes, my mentor Abraham Hicks says like it's important to make feeling good your first priority. And this brings me to an important point around life purpose, okay? And like how to know whether you're on the right track in career, in relationships, because a lot of people struggle with this and talk to me about this. So this is what I have to say about this, and this is what I've learned in my own experience as well. Our purpose is multifaceted. There's no like one set like definition to any human being, okay? What to speak of purpose. So that's number one. Number two, your purpose is to focus on protecting your high vibration and to feeling love as much as possible, right? Which is God's essence. Um, and number three, uh, your purpose is your self-work. It's working on yourself and it's understanding who you are. Then you unlock, like I said, a wealth of personality within yourself, self-confidence, self-love, authenticity, like you fall in love with your own personality, you become funnier, you become more intelligent, because you've studied the soul. You've sat with the soul. And again, when it comes to career and all these things, like in business, I say this as well, business is service, right? What does that mean? Well, you may be thinking like, well, it means serving other people, right? Putting your clients' needs before your own, putting people's needs before your own. No, not true whatsoever. Okay, because you can only serve from the level of which you are situated. So you have to have a full cup, not just a full cup, okay? You have to have like many, many, many full cups. Then you serve with that. You serve by example to the haters, okay? You serve directly to your clients. You serve, one on one in your group sessions. You serve your parents and your community in a different way, more intimately. You serve people financially, right? And you serve people with ideas and trends and creativity. You serve people that live across the globe that have never met you, you know. This is service, okay? And so this is the fulcrum of all business, really. You can start a business without any like physical gear. In 2025, you can start a business with nothing but a dream and the ability to write. Look up Danco on social media, Dankoe. He is a writer and a speaker um and he's a teacher, and he's just revolutionary because his whole brand was built off of the premise of writing. So he would write scripts for his YouTube videos, he writes long Twitter posts, he writes on Instagram. If you can learn how to read and write, like this is all it takes. And you want to like give messages to people, that's your business. um I really want to like deconstruct the definition of business and like remove the strict boundaries or limitations that are, and the heaviness too, that is like surrounding the word, because business does not mean what it did even a year ago. you know um it's so vast. There's so many business models out there, and I absolutely love it because there are children in third world countries that are fighting for their lives while I'm speaking to you. And if they had a little bit of business education, then they wouldn't be in that position. And if people all over the world had more education about who they are, like I said, deconditioning, coming back to the soul, right? So okay, I understand who I am as a divine being, as a child of God. I can forgive myself and others, and I hold a lot of compassion for myself. Therefore, I hold a lot of compassion for other human beings throughout the globe. Let me do what I can to set them free. Let me build an infrastructure that can eventually reach them and serve them in some way, provide some sort of business education to them so that they can make their own money and be free. you know um Because the thing about money, the thing about Lakshmi, I talk about this a lot, I love to talk about it, is that she she's very virtuous, okay? So she comes through ideas, she comes through like wealth is this. Wealth is intellect, wealth is love. Wealth is the things that are not seen. It's not the houses and the cars and all that stuff. You can have that, but that's not wealth, that's metal and like wood and like it's not like a direct accurate representation of wealth. And you can see, especially if you know how to like read energy, and just if you know the truth about life, and if you can see the truth in general about people and life and the world, then you'll see that like a lot of people that have material wealth are empty inside. But it's not because they're empty inside, it's because they just haven't found who they are yet, so they're actually whole. And like I can see their wholeness, and we should all see wholeness within ourselves and others. That's the point of self understanding, right? So I can see their wholeness. It's just that they have not seen their wholeness yet. So they tie up their worth in their material objects, which is just, it's just natural. We tie up our worth in things that happen to us. We tie up our worth in our objects, in experiences, in what other people have to say about us. But that's why I tell you guys, decondition, decondition, decondition from all this stuff. It's not true. Only you can define yourself, and capital U, capital Y when I say you, right? Only you can define yourself. Only the God within can define yourself. Okay, so even your idea of yourself is warped because it's just been polluted by even your own thoughts today. You know what I mean? This is why meditation is so powerful, because it brings you back to your pure essence. And like you're stripped of all this like drama that like this life is consists of. There's a lot of drama that goes on every day within our bodies, within our minds. That's why they say that life is like a play. It's a divine play. And if you actually like understand how higher beings work, they're very humorous. So like they're very smart, they're very intellectual, and they're very funny. And so they really view this world as like nothing is too serious. Like we take everything so seriously because like we're wrapped up in the 3D world and in life. I have a meeting soon. Um but it's not that serious. Like it's actually quite like fun and interesting and playful. And so if we can learn how to live like a child, like the Bible says, then we will be free. Um oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. I hope I don't get copyright. um I need to go because I have a meeting, but thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I hope this helped you. I hope it resonated with you in some way. It got you thinking about the vastness that you are. You're not tied up or limited to anything, anything. I love you very much. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share all the things, comment, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.